Check, check.
For pronunciation. That's straightforward. Gagne, Rishishi, Hike, Dunn, Sloan, Sisson, not Sisson, Sisson.
Okay.
Win, back, Katana, Scrimger, just Scrimger.
Scrimger.
Marriage, Bromley, Hetman, Gordon, Kipfer, Fritzley, Dylan Ross Kendi, Sinesy, Tassie Dion, Sinesy. You got everyone else, I think, right. Yep. You got it.
Ah. Do you know who 68 is for Langton? I'll have to go down there.
So you have no
I have no 68 for Langton. I can go down there. It's just with the Good morning. Welcome to Rogers Television, the second game of the CPJHL West Showcase. The C4 Generals, the home opponent in this one, they won game number 1 by a final of 9-4 over the Langton Royals. Owen Hayek with a hat trick. The opponents this morning, the Severn Stallions, Canadian Premier Junior Hockey League, showcasing the 3 teams. Each team will play 4 games each as the opening draw between Captana and the Stallions, Jared Weatherby. Weatherby, the return feed off the right wing board. Liam Coleman with the game's first shot. It won't count as it sails wide on the near side. Captana slides it to the right. In the first game, we played a 40-minute game. It was a timed event to get this 9:15 game underway on time. Shot by the number 6 down by David Barrett, the Stallions starting netminder. Benjamin Dunn shot to the side of the net. Weak shot from the left side by Carson Latimer. Thrown into the middle for Dunn. Out the far side is Tastian. The shot, Barrett saved down low. I think that's the game's first shot. Nothing on the board yet. Had some issues with the clock in game number 1. Played a 25-minute, so it looks like we're going to go a 20-minute periods. This is sort of trial and error. They did no ice, they just do ice cleanings in between games. A fallen Ethan Gordon had a penalty shot goal in game number 1. Shot off the high right wing side by Austin Gilmore, deflects out of play. Face-off comes a step outside the C4 zone. Andrew Layton back to Thacker. They shoot in down the right wing side. Logan Bromley in the Generals net. It was Max Hepp. I'm John Molson at the Tillsonburg Arena inside the community center. Normally the Royals play 8 kilometers away in Langton at the Langton Arena. But we are in the home of the Tillsonburg Thunder here this morning. Mac Young over to the right side. Coleman, it hits a skate. Caleb Boylan chasing after it. Rung around the boards. Played by Storm Norski of the Generals, and the captain, Captana, racing after it. Getting to the puck first is Young. Captana and Young meet up at the end line. Pass over the left side, the shot, hard shot by Norski, the second shot on goal of the game. Hard shot in the circle, and Captana misses it as it hits the back of his blade, and it leads the Stallions to a 2-on-1. Boylan back to Coleman, but he's stick checked last second by Storm Norski. Inbound feed, Jeremy Fortin in behind the net. Giving chase is Hayek. Again, Hayek with the hat trick in game 1. Next game up, the Royals and Stallions at 10:30. No score. We're 4 minutes in. Went a 25-minute first period in game one. They've now shortened that due to time restraints. We play two halves instead of a third period, and then an ice cleaning in between games. The shot by Samuel Muir. Outlet feed. Generals to the attack. The shot. Hard shot by Benjamin Dunn. The rebound. Dunn worked his way into the high slot for the... Dunn shaking his head. Had open space on the far side of the net. Shot the puck wide. David Barrett never did have to make a save in that instance. Logan, outlet feed, backhanded away by Grinnell. Tomaszewski to the front of the blue line. Meeting up are Gordon and Kevin Logan for the Stallions. Long dump in, chasing it to the corner is Kipfer. So didn't see Anthony Kipfer in game number one, so perhaps, like we talked about in game one, see some players arriving later in the day. Bouncing puck, Eduardo shot, centering pass taken away by Jake Grinnell. Gilmore off to the right, the shot, it's partially blocked by Wilby. Drop pass off the boards, intercepted by Rachichi. Long pass into the far corner, giving chase is Sisson. Bouncing puck, winding up as Sloan. Hard blocker save on the right side by Barrett. And on the pressure by Seaforth on the near corner, the game's first penalty. Roughing on the Stallions. Seaforth was potent offensively in game number one. 9 goals against the Langton Royals. Again, these teams will play both home and away, so despite the fact this would probably be considered the Royals' home rink, despite the fact they're 8 kilometers from home, the tournament itself being hosted by Langton. All 3 teams will play home and away games. Dunn, stick checked by Mac Young. Sloan, a goal and 2 assists in game one. Tastian turned around, allows the Stallions to clear, make a change. On it is Sloan, back to center. Touched by Scott Knowles down the right wing side, and the shot by Gilmore. Deflects into the corner at the whistle. Hayek flips it back to the linesman. 2:36 to the midway point of the period. Normally like to give you a little background on the players. Unfortunately, EliteProspects.com not loading on my iPad here this morning. Pass down underneath the end line. Last game of the regular season in terms of Royals home games. They'll face the Generals Sunday at 2 o'clock. That'll be on Facebook Live. And again, this will air on Rogers at different times throughout Oxford County. So check the listings on the website for times in your area. Back to the front of the blue line, trying to backhand a shot on goal as Searles. Shot impeded by Austin Gilmore. Stallions clear, pass into center. The captain, Captana, inside the circle, snaps a wrist shot. Barrett the save. Action around the edge of the boards, back to the half wall. Up high for Captana, broken up into the circle. Stallions down the right wing side, possible 2-on-1, but Caleb Boylan unable to hang on to the pass. Thurber ahead at the front of the blue line, taking out Logan, taking out, and some rough stuff ensuing. Thurber trying to battle his way toward the front of the net, bumped off by Mac Young, and an interference call coming up here to the Stallions. 57 seconds to the midway point of the period. We'll check the standings again when we can. I printed my printed copy of stats yesterday about 1 o'clock. The standings have since changed from what I printed out yesterday. Despite the fact no games were played. Next CPJHL action on Friday. The shot by Hayek hard and off the boards. Generals shown in the second spot. 21 wins, 7 losses, 3 overtime wins for 48 points. Picked up, backhanded away by the Stallions on the penalty kill. Nice clear by Jake Grinnell. Hayek back behind the net for the Generals. Shot 6-3 in favor of the home side. That's the Generals. Fortin across to his right, Grinnell to his knees. Didn't get much on the puck. Came to Hayek at his own blue line. Long dump in by the C4 Generals. Stallions sporting new uniforms, at least since the last time I've seen them. A baby blue with gray shoulders and down the side of the arm. A slight white trim as well, moving right to left on your screen. Seaforth wearing black with bright orange numbers, a green outline as well. Green, orange, and white pants. Similar color scheme to on the pants at least, of the Miami Hurricanes of the NCAA. Two-on-one to overtime win and an overtime loss for 45 points. So both these teams rather cautious to start. 7-3 the shots on goal in favor of the. Special thanks to our sponsors, Boston Pizza Tilsonburg and Grassmere Construction. Liam Coleman down the wing, 3 players back for the Generals. Pass through the neutral zone, and it's slapped down by Jared Weatherby, the long shoot-in. Stan Stormnorski for the Stallions, was behind his own net. Long shoot in, Bromley the save. Max Hetman allowing 4 goals in the victory in game number 1. Corner is Wilby for the Generals. Hammered off the boards by Seaforth, down the ice for an icing. Sticking up the arm is David Barrett, and 7:56 remaining first period of play. I'm John Molson at the Tillsonburg Arena inside the Tillsonburg Community Center. Generals an impressive 76 goal differential on the positive. 155 goals coming into this morning, and 9 goals in game 1 despite just 40 minutes played. Well, 45 in that game. It looks like we'll play 40 minutes here in game 2. And again, that's to deal with time restrictions. Fenton down the far wing. Thacker taken out. Hard hit by Norski. Shot by Rachichi, hard off the boards. Haven't had a shot in several minutes. Hayek in the draw opposite Austin Gilmore. Long dump in off the boards by McDonald off the left wing side. Pass into neutral ice for Grinnell. Gilmore there as well. He moves further into the left side. Drop for Gilmore. Grabbed this time in the far corner. Knowles has his stick lifted. The back pass by Gilmore. Looks like Austin Gilmore was a step offside. 6:30 to go in the first. A much tighter pass. Dion drop to the far corner. Racing down the far side is McDonald. Pass off to the right. Draw into neutral ice. Kaptana, the captain, opposite Martin Poldmitz. Solid hit at the red line. Shot by Kaptana goes to the side wall. Moving up is Searles. He's crunched along the half board. Shot deflected, looking around for it is Bromley. Cross ice from the top left side of the blue line. Looks like Poldmitz may have tipped it in. 5:45 to go. No, the draw's gonna stay inside the zone. My initial reaction proves right. Covering up at the far side of the goal line is Bromley. Marriage tries to swing it to the left side with a body on him. That's Caleb Boylan. Miffed on the initial dump in. Kipfer in behind the goal line, centering pass, hits the side of the net, comes out to Ryan Marriage, goes for a shot down low. Solid save by Barrett. Face-off will come out to his right as both teams make changes. Nate Sishin in the draw. The opposite 22, Marcus Thacker for the Stallions. Out front of the line, the shot by Sloan sails wide of the net off the back of the boards. Jacob Fenton off to the half wall. turnaround and the no-look pass by Sisson. Costly for the Generals as it forces them out of the zone. Will be in behind the net, back to the left side. Played deep around the boards by Norski. Richichi, centering pass, taken away by the Stallion defense. Quickly back the other way, Thacker. Offside, Sisson trying to bring it up the front side. Richichi on the left wing. A step offside. Shots 9-4. The score still knotted at 0. 4:22 to go in the first period. We will play 2 20-minute halves, no third period. Time restrictions. The overall format, a good plan, 6 games, a lot of opportunity to get out and see hockey here today on this Wednesday, the 19th of February. That the initial broadcast, shot off the right side by Kevin Logan. $10 for an all-day pass. Gilmore in the draw. Hayek wins it, slides it ahead quickly to Benjamin Dunn. Dunn switches to the right side, turns the corner on the far goal post, drops it to the corner. Dunn gets it back. Sloan tried to make a slight pass, broken up, leads to a 2-on-1, and it's deflected just wide by Gilmore. Gilmore had Gage Polehill on the wing as well. Gage Polehill, excuse me. Brett Machin in the draw for the Stallions. Hayek for the Generals. Hayek, the big equalizer, the shot, wrist shot up high. Bromley, the solid save. Draw will stay at the right circle. Poldmitz to take the draw from the dot. He's stripped, 2-on-2 the other way. Ross Kendi fights behind the defender. The defender hauls him down, no call. Outlet feed cross ice, up ahead for Latimer. Elects to go to Norski. The shot that was Beattie on the left side, excuse me. Thought I saw 29, it was a 28. Barrett, the netminder, wearing 29. Shot wide and off the back wall. Tomaszewski. Now Seaforth, the high pass back to center, knocked down by Coleman. Pressured on the left wing by Thurber. Mac Young in his own zone, swings it around the boards, up ahead to Jared Weatherby. Weatherby on a 3-on-2, drops high left side, and the shot down low and wide by Liam Coleman, losing his footing. Andrew Layton, a near 2-on-1 for the Generals. But Ethan Gordon couldn't get the move ahead of the puck he was looking for. Another mishandle. Fenton, so a tough shift for the two left side defenders for the Stallions. The shot by Tomaszewski. Under 2 minutes to go in this first period. Two 20-minute periods in these games. We went 25 in game one. But in interest of the getting the games in on time, last game scheduled for 2:15. Puck sails high. Glove down by Jeremy Thornton. Cutting out to the front side is Joshua Jones with a hard hit to the front of the body of Nate Sisson. Just outside a minute to go, period number one. McDonald, front of the blue line, chopped down by Thacker. In behind the net, pressured is Searles. And Searles returns the favor with a body check to Jones. McDonald to Wilby. Wilby, Muir tries to cut him off. Wilby gets a shot down low anyway, and covering up is the Stallions netminder. 39.1 seconds remaining. Shot sails around the boards. Down below the end line for Kevin Logan. Shot from distance. One-on-one, now the right winger, Tass Dyan, joining the rush. Buzzer goes, shots 10-8 in the first period. You're watching the CPJHL West Showcase on Rogers Television. If they stay true to form for game one, neither team will get much of a break here. So a much different look for game number two, as the top two seeds in the West Division feeling each other out. Tied at zeros at the midway point. Captana in the draw, still zeros at the second half. Knowles pass off the boards. Feeds it further down, broken up by Searles. Shot side of the net, pops up into the air, looking for a shot, Captana, but it hops over his stick. Two players chasing. Gilmore looking to poke it in. Bromley able to cover up. Draw will come off to Bromley's right. Shot taken high on the shoulder. Hard hit under the end line. Coming together are Dunn and Norski being pressured by Thornton. Rung around the boards from the half board. is done. He's saying he's done nothing wrong, as Machin pressured on the near board. Don't have any stats on Logan Bromley. He's on the Generals roster. Only have Barbo listed. Think I mentioned Barbo in game 1 of the broadcast. So this looks like Bromley's first game. Only 2 goalies on the Generals roster here this morning. First penalty of the second half going to the home side. Stallions trying to draw first blood. Quickly down the wing, Mac Young drops to Coleman. Coleman to the front side of the blue line, backhands it down the right wing side. Back to Coleman. Mac Young loses his footing, ends up on a 2-on-0. The shot hit the inside of the post. Marriage may have had a better angle. Captana, the captain, 2 goals in game 1 in the 9-4 victory. Had the goaltender beat, had David Barrett beat clean. He hits the inside of the post. Thornton far end line. Gilmore broken up by Hayek. Kevin Logan pressured somewhat by Ross Kennedy. Swings it off to his left, hit the skate of the defender down the left wing side. Long clear out, Barrett covering up. Certainly wasn't going to clear it out the front of the net with the pressure of Hayek and Dunn. Shot goes high off the front of the glass. Two on two, the forwards racing to get back for Seaforth, and the shot by Gilmore. 13-9, the shots on goal. 25 goals, 28 assists, the shot, and Bromley hangs on. Should count as the game's 11th shot for the Stallions. They'll go back to the draw. Jones being taken out of the draw. Knowles took it instead. Fenton wraps it deep around the far board. Thacker pressured in the corner, tried to center a pass. It was picked off by McDonald. Wilby plays it off the boards. Giving chase is Sloan. Near corner, Opekapu had to hesitate a little bit. That's a bit of a tongue twister. The shot, the Bromley down. Opeka Pugh wearing number 3 for the Stallions. Hasn't seen a lot of ice time in this one. 14:49 to go in game 2. We are still scoreless. Shot by Mac Young. The Stallions on the power play. Quick wrist shot goes high up over the net. Weatherby's shot. Grinnell over beside the circle, played down to the end line. Coleman to Mac Young, and the return feed intercepted. Hayek stick checked front of the line. Now bumped on the right shoulder by Young. Slight mishandle by Dunn, and the second opportunity fires a long shot in. Knocked down by Barrett. Latimer played it back inside his own zone for Logan, battling in. The C4 Generals draw first blood. Martin Tomaszczyk the assist. Captana ahead to Ryan Marriage. Holding the puck is Dylan Beatty. Centered down low for Boylan. Shots 14-13. Fortin down the left wing, the shot, it's directed. Bromley gets enough of it to keep it out. Score remains 1-0. Thanks to our sponsors, Boston Pizza, Tilsonburg, and Grassmere Construction. You're watching game 2 of the CPJHL West Division Showcase. 3 teams involved today. 3 teams will play 4 games each. Langton hosting the tournament. Captana, his 4th of the tournament, scored 3 goals in, or 3rd of the tournament, excuse me. Hayek was the one with the hat trick. Bank off the boards. Fortin past the end line. In the corner is Boylan. Gilmore fighting through the defense. Both Dunn and McDonald caught flat-footed. Drop pass inside the blue line. Shots even, just the 1 goal. 2 whacks at it by Tomaszczyk before really the David Barrett should have had the first shot. Took a few odd bounces. And then it was the Captana at the top of the crease, tucking it in right down the center of the ice on 3 chips at the puck that Barrett really should have had. 2-on-2 in the corner. Stallions come away with possession. The shot by Kevin Logan. Speeding away the other way is Ethan Gordon. .10:38 to go. Puck deflects off of Coleman. Tomaszewski stepping in front of him. Excuse me, Shane Thurber. Physicality on the far wall. Muir and Schott coming together. Stallions swing it down the left wing. The shot may have caught a piece of Bromley's shoulder. Numbers in the corner for the Stallions, and they connect to tie this game up at 1. Quick shot down low by Caleb Boylan. Boylan, his 18th of the year, his 31st point. A tight one here at the Tillsonburg Arena in game number 2 of the West Showcase on Rogers. I'm John Molson, your host. Up next at 10:30 are the Royals and Stallions. Royals dropping game 1 9-4, and a hard shot off the right side of the blue line. Travis Sloan, 3 points in game 1. Tipped ahead by Captana. Coleman and Muir. 10:06, the time of the tying goal. Norski for the Generals losing possession. Now Norski, a chance to redeem himself, speeds down the left wing, tries to cut inside the defender. Muir landing a solid body check on the back side. Storm Norski gave up the puck, going back checking into his own zone, made amends by speeding out the other side on the loose puck. Knowles, short drop pass picked off by Hayek. 3-on-2 develops as a result, and a stick check out the front side by Jeremy Thornton. Shot knocked down by the Stallions assistant captain, Austin Gilmore. Tomaszewski broken up by Carson Latimer. Back to Kipfer, down the wing, played by Muir, wrapped around the boards. Thornton loses an edge on the left skate, and it forces Machin behind the end line. Out the sideboard, return to Machin, interception left side of the blue line by Hayek. Latimer, the shot from distance by Jake Grinnell, in behind the net, played by Coleman, out over top the circle. Beatty has a look, fires a shot down low, hit a body bouncing around. Taking a swipe at it is Latimer. 7:44 to go, a tight one here at Tillsonburg Arena inside the community center. Community center also features squash, a pool, a full workout area. I actually did bring my squash rackets here this afternoon. Reasonable price for a day pass, just under $11. So I think I'm gonna try that out when we're done here at 4 o'clock. dropped around the near half board. Thornton the shot, sails wide. Opekapu for the Stallions. Played up the far board by Fenton. Broken up by Searles. Leads the Generals to the attack. The shot from the left wing side. Gagnier, the hard shot down low. Nolan Gagnier has been seldom used for the Generals. Didn't see him at all in game number 1. Sisson played out of the zone by the Stallions, giving chase down the boards. Sloan catches up with it, avoiding the 2-on-1 break for the Stallions. Pass out of the zone, hit the right side of Richichi's skate. Thrown in by Logan. Pass beyond Sisson allows Liam Coleman to move the other way. Got the first assist on the Caleb Boylan goal. Chopped off the bottom of the boards. Up ahead to Samuel Muir. Takeaway, long shoot in by Sloan. Played in behind the net by Kevin Logan. Cleared the distance, under 6 minutes to go. And out of the net is Logan Bromley. Down the right wing side, will be taken away by the Stallion defense. Chopped off the boards by Muir. Dropped out the right side. Hayek the shot. Leaning into it, Benjamin Dunn, and it forces Hayek a hard shot. Dunn with opportunity as well, and it forces Barrett to cover up on the far side. 5:36 to go. A 1-1 tie in game number 2 of the West Showcase. Gilmore has it stripped. Hayek, a golden opportunity. Prime area right in the slot. Hayek fires wide on the forehand. Austin Gilmore, the shot to the front of the net. Knowles nearly took out Bromley. Play continues. Bromley complaining. The Stallions have connected with the go-ahead goal. Bromley claiming he was taken out earlier in the play by Knowles. And it's going to be Jeremy Fortin with the go-ahead goal. Fortin, his 4th goal of the season, an important one. .501 on the clock. Seaforth bench rather silent on the Seaforth bench. General's netminder certainly had something to say about it. Captana, it's broken up, fed off the bottom portion of the glass by Logan. Offside Martin Poldmitz, and they'll go a step outside the Seaforth blue line. 21-18 the shots on goal in favor of the visitors. A controversial goal puts the Stallions on top. Stallions looking to improve to 22. Well, they got win number 22 in game 1 against the Royals. Didn't quite catch the second assist. Gilmore, the first assist on the Fortin goal. Again, check CPJHL.com because 6 games today the stat totals will differ drastically. Down the left wing side, Latimer, the long shot off the glass, played on the backhand by Dunn. Boylan, the shot from distance, turnaround shot. Hayek in traffic, meets up with Boylan. Goal scorer number 1 for the Stallions. Game went scoreless through the first half. Again, no third periods in these games. It looks like we're going to play 20-minute games, or 20-minute halves rather. Period 1 of game 1 did go 25 minutes, but it's more of a trial and error type thing. The taking a bump on the near wall is done. No real set format for the 6 games because this is a first as we know it, the West Division Showcase. Again, the games being played to make up for games canceled due to bad weather earlier on in the year. Pass outside the zone. On the backhand is Mac Young. Travis Sloan behind the net. Played up ahead to Hayek. Hayek speeding inside the circle, cuts around the defense. The shot, Dunn the shot. Barrett getting in front of it at the last minute. Seaforth close to tying the game at 2. Holding over the circle is Gilmore. An assist on the go-ahead goal by Fortin. Shots 22-21. A very close game. Bromley didn't like the interference. Was taken out on the second goal. Play continued and Fortin stuck it in about 30 seconds later. Play front of the line, the shot. Barrett hanging on down low, just 2:06 to play here on Rogers Television. Draw one by Seaforth. Ross Kendi, puck pops up into the air. Tomashitz plays it deep on the backhand Samuel Mirror, and it's picked up, cleared. Down the wing is Latimer. Pass too far for Latimer a second time, wraps it around the boards for Beatty in the circle. On the trying to chip it out is Kipfer. Stoppage in play. 1:24 to go. The next game up, the 10:30 game. Stallions will stay on and play the Langton Royals. All 3 of these teams with stellar records. Generals 21 wins, the Stallions as well. 48 points for the Generals, so if the Stallions hang on, we'll bring them to 47. And the Royals a respectable record as well. 17-7, 2 overtime wins for 40 points. They shot from distance. Last minute of play in this second game. The goal scorer is Donald Kaptana. 2 goals in game 1, the opening goal, and then Caleb Boylan responding at 10:06 in this second half. Again, we'll play 2 20-minute periods. And then Thornton tucking in the go-ahead goal, just 34 seconds remaining now. Bromley out of the net for the Generals. A timeout being called by Seaforth. Arena saw a goaltending change in game 1 as Langton forced to go to their backup netminder. I imagine we've seen 2 goaltenders for, so we'll have to wait and see what decision Langton makes in game 3. Whether they'll go with Slavin or Linklater. Puck down toward the empty net. Knowles close to it. 15 seconds to go. Kaptana, Hayek behind him. The shot partially blocked. Gilmore tries to clear the zone. Brought down by Dunn. Dying seconds. Don't think he's going to get a shot away. Kaptana, one last shot. There was about a second to go, but it's nicely blocked by Mac Young. And the Stallions congratulate David Barrett on his first win of the morning. So the Generals drop to 1-1. The Stallions move to 1-0. A controversial goal to end it by Jeremy Thornton. And up next on Rogers Television, the 10:30 a.m. game. A reminder, check the Rogers website for air times in Oxford County. Up next, the Royals hosting the same Severn ESSA Stallions. Stallions still listed as ESSA on several web pages. The Stallions hang on for a 2-1 victory over the C4 Generals. Please join us for Game 3 of the West Division Showcase on Rogers Television up next. Thanks for joining us on Rogers TV. Up next, Game 3 of the West Division Showcase.